This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to this special Commencement Day edition of the MCTV News Update. I'm Uvie Bikomo reporting from Houston, Texas.
And I'm Paige Sachse reporting from my apartment in Washington, D.C.
In less than an hour, hundreds of Red Raiders will hear their name called and officially graduate after one of the most unusual semesters in Texas Tech history. Starting at 9 a.m., Texas Tech will live stream its first ever virtual commencement ceremony in the university's 97-year history. The move to a fully online experience was just one of Tech's many changes after the onset of COVID-19 in the U.S. Today's ceremony will feature a mostly traditional schedule with speeches by university administrators, two specially chosen students, and guest speaker Patrick Mahomes. After that, students will each be recognized individually by name, and the ceremony will conclude with the president's charge to the graduates and the singing of the Matador song. During the individual recognitions, the names of all graduates from each of Texas Tech's 9 colleges, wind energy, university programs, and graduate school will be read aloud as their name appears on screen. Any graduate who provided a photo or personal note will also have that appear on screen as their name is announced. Today's live stream will be available through Texas Tech's official website, commencement.ttu.edu. Once you reach the page, just click on Watch the Live Stream to view this morning's ceremony. You can also find a special congratulatory message to today's graduates from Governor Greg Abbott, along with the order of recognition of today's graduation.
A typical Texas Tech commencement ceremony includes a chance to meet up with faculty and staff from your program of study and a picture opportunity with the university president as you get your diploma. Even though the coronavirus situation has drastically changed this year's event, the university has come up with new ways to make both of these opportunities available for students. Over the last few days, 10 virtual celebrations have taken place for specific graduates enrolled in the university's individual colleges and programs. The celebrations have given students a chance to meet up with faculty and staff they've worked with through their college career and hear some special messages delivered from college administrators, professors, and even family members. Yesterday at 2 p.m., the College of Media and Communication held their graduation celebration via Zoom. The ComC celebration lasted an hour and featured department heads, instructors, advisors, and even the dean. Similar celebrations were held virtually for other colleges and departments prior to today's university-wide commencement. And later this morning, students who are still in Lubbock and would like to take a photo to remember today's commencement have a special opportunity. On Wednesday, President Lawrence Skuvanek announced that he will be available to take pictures at his home with spring 2020 graduates, in place of the traditional diploma photo op. President Skuvanek, along with Raider Red, will be available on his front lawn directly following today's virtual graduation. If you're still in town, you can stop by 3218 20th Street, just south of campus, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For everyone's safety, social distancing will be in effect.
Although commencement for the main campus is taking place today, some other parts of the Texas Tech system have already taken time to recognize their graduates using virtual events. On Wednesday, the TTU Health Sciences Center streamed a virtual tribute to the class of 2020. The tribute, titled "The Future Belongs to You," included special congratulatory messages from school administrators, alumni, and even Governor Greg Abbott. Each of the speakers featured in the video talked about the accomplishment of this year's graduate in spite of the challenges created by the COVID-19 pandemic. Along with yesterday's virtual tribute, each graduate will receive a celebration box by mail that includes special chosen items to help commemorate the occasion. TTU HSC made the decision to post a virtual tribute in place of the traditional graduation ceremonies earlier this month. Unlike today's commencement, the virtual tribute did not include individual recognition of the spring 2020 graduates. If you would like to view the virtual tribute, you can visit facebook.com/TTUHSC or search for TTUHSC TV on YouTube.
2020 marks the 50th anniversary of a devastating tornado that changed the history of the Lubbock community, and has an unusual similarity to today's commencement ceremony. On May 11, 1970, an F5 tornado struck downtown Lubbock, killing 26 people and causing millions of dollars of destruction. The story made headlines as one of the most damaging tornadoes in Texas history, and it was one of the few F5 tornadoes to hit a central business district in the city. The tornado cut an 8.5-mile path that stretched from Lubbock Airport all the way to 19th and University, moving just east of campus. Much like the COVID-19 pandemic, the 1970 tornado led to the cancellation of many events in the hub city, including Texas Tech spring commencement ceremonies. In fact, 1970 is the only other year in TTU history that an in-person graduation ceremony did not take place on the Tech campus. On August 12, 2000, Texas Tech gave members of the class of 1970 the chance to finally walk the stage, 30 years after the deadly tornado. Nearly 250 members of the class of 1970 were recognized, along with the year's summer graduates. The members of the class of 2000 wore the traditional black caps and gowns, but the class of 1970 were given special red gowns and mortarboards to stand out from the crowd. Back in March, President Lawrence Skubanek sent out an email to the campus community to announce the cancellation of an in-person commencement ceremonies for the spring. But much like the class of 1970, the class of 2020 is also being given the chance to walk the stage. In the email, the president states, "We will also provide the opportunity for May 2020 graduates to participate in a future face-to-face ceremony, hopefully at the August 2020 ceremonies, if it is safe to do so." Plans for this year's summer graduation has not yet been confirmed, but if it does happen, spring 2020 graduates would have the chance to walk the stage on August 8th.
The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a lot of changes in the traditional campus schedule, and even though today may be your last day as a student, there are some housekeeping duties that you may need to take care of before officially completing your time at Texas Tech. Earlier this month, Texas Tech's Barnes & Noble bookstore updated their policy regarding spring textbook rental returns. During a typical semester, textbook rentals are due during the week after finals, but due to campus still being closed, students are allowed to mail the textbooks back to Barnes & Noble's between now and June 15th. If you are in possession of a rented textbook, you should have received an email that included a free shipping label to return the textbooks. If you haven't received that email, you can call 806-742-3816. Speaking of rental returns, earlier this semester, the Texas Tech Library also announced that they had extended the deadline for all checkout items that students were unable to return after spring break. The current deadline for all library items is listed as June 10th, but it's still not known if the library will be open during Summer 1 session. If you need to return an item, you can send an email to libraries.ttu.edu for more information. And even though Texas Tech parking lots have been empty since March, Transportation and Parking Services has been busy collecting bikes that were left in racks before spring break. And even though those bikes will now be impounded at TPS, you still have time to claim your two-wheeled property. If you left your bike on campus, you are asked to email transportation.ttu.edu to make arrangements to pick it up. Be sure to include details about your bike and where it was located. Traditionally, any bikes that are not claimed will be sold during the fall semester.
As many students' college careers draw to a close today, many of those graduates are more aware of things they miss around campus life, including some things often taken for granted. Fight Raiders Fight, Texas Tech official fight song, is a commonly heard tune at almost every sporting event on campus. But with Tech Athletics currently on hiatus, the sound of the Red Raiders victory song is silent along with the rest of campus. So to stir up some school spirit, several members of the Goin' Band from Raiderland put technology and their musical talents to use to create a one-of-a-kind performance of one of Tech's most famous traditions. The video, which is now available on YouTube, features more than a dozen members of the Goin' Band along with one of the group's twirlers. The video was posted on Texas Tech's social media channels in April, but you can check it out anytime visiting TTU's YouTube page. That wraps up the special commencement edition of the MCTV News Update, and this is a bittersweet episode because I am also graduating today. I would like to thank our director, Josh Robinson, for giving me this great opportunity to be a part of MCTV. I've made some great memories here, great friends, and meeting new people and getting the chance to do what I love. Reckham.
This is also my last time to anchor the MCTV Newscast because I'm also graduating today. It's been really nice being part of MCTV and the College of Media and Communications for the past 3 years. I've learned so much and I'm so excited to see where the station goes and what the college continues to do in the next coming years.
That's it for today's MCTV News Update. I'm Paige Sachse.
And I'm Uvie Bikomo.